And a lot of that is because he's timing up the footwork with the route, and that's a key component of Mike McCarthy's offense, and I think that's going to pay dividends when you're under pressure, like he's been a little bit today, but he's making it look easy.
You've just passed the audition for Dancing with the Stars. Let's go down to Tracy.
I doubt that. And right there, he got the Cowboys. It's like live and die with it, but right now they're winning with it.
17 yards for a first down is what they need, and they just stick to the ground. Michael Carter, that call right there, they just were being very extra cautious.
No question. And that, to me, is one of those, like, why put our guy in a position? I don't mind the call. Everyone's going to be like, ugh, but I truly believe it did look bleak, too, right? Like, it didn't seem like they were going to come back because they weren't moving the ball great and everything.
Definitely more dire last week than it is today. Got a new left guard, T.J. Bass, number 66, in for the Cowboys. And there's Pollard. First time he's been able to rip off a run today. And he is finally stopped by Jermaine Johnson. Otherwise, it might have gone the distance. We just pointed out T.J. Bass. He made a big block here.
Well, first watch Zach Martin, and then you'll see. But Zach Martin right there just creates the hole, and that allows an attack there. This is where you're going to get Williams, one of the premier inside defenders.
Got back. Prescott slides, fires, completes. First down, perfect route run by CD, and the Cowboys move the chains.
What an outstanding job play calling before this ever happened. I mean, this is Mike McCarthy saying, you know what, we have a backup in, let's go ahead and use a chip. And that allows time for Dak. And slide the rest of the line after this year, Jim.
2nd and 4. Turpin in the backfield. They toss it over to him. He's still on his feet somehow. And little Cavante Turpin has the first down for Dallas. He had a scoring run last week out of the backfield for 7 yards.
Yeah, and they use him, you know, kind of as the gadget guy, but they also have him running routes inside. And this is a guy who has a ton of speed, smaller, obviously, returner, but to me, he's as fast as the
other two. Pollard returns to the backfield for Dallas. Salah looks on. 3rd and goal, now back out at the 3. Up top, they're going to go this time. Back to the end zone. Oh, he was open. Ferguson.
Oh, boy, that was wide open. CD Lamb was open on the other side. You had multiple. This looked like an easy touchdown because on the bottom of your screen, you'll see that's a wide open touchdown, but Dak picks the other side, and you're not wrong either way, but just overthrew that. What a great route by Ferguson. He really beat Whitehead badly, and that's not easy to do. You know, he had 3 interceptions last game.
After having 7 his first 5 years in the league. He got 3 in one night. Now Aubrey 21 yards away. And converts on the chip shot. 21-10 Cowboys halfway through quarter number 3.
Can't buy it.
Why last year he set him out the second half of the season because he just didn't want to damage it anymore.
Yeah.
It's a 1st and 10 play. With pressure, he's able to hang in there, looks around and flings it for the completion. And Alvin Lazard, the former Packer, has it.
Held on to that ball and did a great job. I'm seeing this right now. I think there's a chance, you know, through demonstrated ability to yourself, you can gain that.
Here's Dalvin Cook, who's done very little so far. Parsons is waiting for him, and he knocks him down for a loss of a couple. Oh, the ball is out. Parsons is running with it. Parsons going to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. We got to wait and see what the officials say.
I mean, this has a chance.
Cook coughed it up as Parsons was waiting on that side.
Jim, this is going to come down to whether they blew the whistle, because I saw him take it out. Not only did he make an incredible play, I mean, this is a monster. The monster Micah Parsons defends it perfectly on the edge, then goes and then rips the ball out. And whether they blew the whistle and said he was down or not,
And let's listen for a whistle here. Lay out for a second, just listen. And we heard no whistle on that.
Yeah, but we didn't hear a whistle right here as he scores either. Best player, and I was like, well, part of that, you got to make game-changing plays, not just all the sacks, and boy, did he do it there.
There's Turpin, just back to the line of scrimmage. You're right, don't put a ceiling on it, he said.
Yep.
And that's the kind of thing that he's doing right there.
Did a good job unlocking it, so it's so hard to stop, and then the connection between the two, quarterback and CD, it's very high.
There's the throw, Pollard in the flat, covered up by Quincy Williams. So the Cowboys did very little. Check out the leg of Brandon Aubrey. Again, the soccer star worked with a football kicking coach, went through the USFL with Birmingham. This is 55 yards. Wow. Can he kick it? Oh my goodness. Halfway up the net.
It's crazy. See John Vossel right there showing off. I told you this guy.
Okay, back out of the empty backfield.
5 linemen, 5 blockers. That's one-on-one for each one.
And he goes down. Well, they went with an empty backfield. They spread it out. The numbers were there for the Cowboys to pounce. And they...
About as they've been. You're on the road, down 2 scores late in the game, Zach.
Goes underneath. Conklin, they give it to him. And he's going to be well short of the first.
And this was a good decision. This is
2 years ago, fellas. Last year, not so much so. But, man, when he's like that, look out. Here's 2nd and 7. They've got Pollard. And he splits the 2 defenders. And he's nearly back to getting him in the first down. He went right between Mosley and Davis.
And just the ball. Just these simple completions. Just... you go ahead and chip off the edge, and then you get out into your route, and Dak takes 1 hitch, 2nd hitch to the back. Perfect. That's too many touches for the 2 best players.
3rd and 4 final seconds of the quarter. There's Pollard. Turns it upfield. He's got another game.